What's up? It's Jesse Ruffin, and today we're going to be talking to Ms. Cook, dental assistant. Ms. Cook, tell us about your program.
I'm the program director for the dental assisting program here at Columbus Technical College. The dental assistant students right now, they are doing a scan. We are one of the only schools in Georgia that has this Emerald scanner. Once the students get done taking a complete scan of this student's mouth, we can take that image, that reading, and send it into our 3D printer that we have in the lab. The dental assisting outlook right now is awesome. For every student that I could educate at this point, will pretty much have a guaranteed job in Columbus as well as Fort Benning. The program itself is a 15-month program. Once the students get done with our program, they will be an expanded function dental assistant in the state of Georgia, and they will also be CDA if they pass their certification. The job outlook is amazing. At the higher end, they could start off anything from $17, $18 an hour, or in between, depend on which specialty or which dentist they go to work for and how well they sell themselves in the interview.
What's up? It's Jesse Ruffin, and today we're going to be talking to Ms. Rebecca Foster, dental hygiene. Ms. Foster, tell us about your program.
Hi, I am the program director for dental hygiene. I've been here about 15 years, and you're standing in a state-of-the-art dental hygiene, dental assisting building. We've been here for 11 years. Now our programs are competitive, which means our students must take about 1.5 years of prerequisites before they're actually accepted into the program. We only take 14 students per year, and the students, once they get into the program, it is a 5-semester program. So our program is accredited through the ADA, which is CODA, which is the Commission of Dental Accreditation, and we go through this about once every 7 years. Once we are approved, then we can continue on with our students and make sure that we're maintaining the standards for dental hygiene. When you look at the salary range in Georgia is about $66,000. If you go to Atlanta and more expensive cities, more populated cities, it can run somewhere between $55,000 to $80,000. If you go out west, salary range for a dental hygienist can go up to $115,000 a year. One of the things that's great about dental hygiene is that once our students leave here, they always can find a job. I've been doing this for 15 years, and I don't know of any of our students that have never been able to find a job. And normally they're pretty much employed within probably the first few months. When you look at job growth, we're looking at about 19% in the next 10 years. And if you look at overall occupations, that's about 1.5% annually. So what we're going to do today is we have some students here. These are our senior students, and they are going to be demonstrating instrumentation with ultrasonic. And we have Miss Amber Brazil. She's one of my full-time employees, and she has been with us for about 4 or 5 years, and she is our clinic coordinator. So I'm going to let Miss Brazil tell you a little bit about our students.
Our dental hygiene students are currently using an ultrasonic instrument, which is a powered dental instrument that helps to remove deposits off of a patient's teeth. It moves a lot faster and quicker than a traditional hand scaler. And here at Columbus Tech, we use the most high-tech technology so that our students can be competitive when they go into the workforce.
Today we're going to be talking to Ms. Regina, ultrasound technology. Take it away.
Hi, my name is Regina Ridgely. This is the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program. We are a 4-semester program, and we are an accredited program through CAHEP. Students compete for a spot in the program. It is a full-time program. Once in, we study all about abdominal and OBGYN sonography. We do a little bit of vascular sonography, and students can expect a very good job outlook. We've had 100% placement in jobs over the last several years. Starting pay in our area for students with no experience. As long as they're registered, they start around $25 per hour in this area. And today we've got students that are scanning. Michelle is scanning a kidney and a liver. She's looking at the blood flow within the right kidney. And you can see the colors on the screen indicate the direction of blood going in and out of the kidney. She's also visualizing the liver. And we also have some students working on OB sonography and some vascular studies today.
What's up? It's Jesse Ruffin, and today we're going to be talking to Ms. Tammy Shelley, Director of Nursing. Ms. Tammy, tell us about your program.
Today we're in the bed lab for the Associate Degree Nursing program. We have a couple of our students behind us who are working on some skills. But a little about our program, we are a 3-semester ADN program, Associate Degree Nursing. We are the only one in the state of Georgia and likely in the country with a 3-semester program. It's very competitive to get into. You can finish the whole program from start to finish in 5 semesters, doing your prerequisites in 2. As I said, it's a competitive process. The job market in our area, as in the rest of the country, really needs nurses. We have a nursing shortage, and it's even worse right now with the pandemic going on. Average salary in Georgia right now is about $69,000 a year for a nurse. Starting salary in our area is about $45,000. As you can see again, we're here in our bed lab with just 2 of our students, and they're performing their assessment skills. They're getting ready to go into clinical, so they have to prepare and do skills here in the lab. Right now they're doing an assessment, practicing skills like listening to heart-lung sounds, checking reflexes as we're doing right now, and just overall getting prepared to go in and take care of the patients in our community. We do provide an excellent student at the end of their program, and they are well sought after in our hospitals here in our community.
Today we're going to be talking to Ms. Kimberly Whitaker, Radiologic Technology Program Director. Ms. Whitaker, please tell us more about your program.
Yes, the Radiologic Technology Program here at Columbus Tech is a program that teaches or instructs the student and prepares them for imaging technology in the hospitals, doctors' offices, and in many other healthcare settings. The program here at Columbus Technical College is 18 months. The job availabilities have grown and increased tremendously over the last few years. The projected outlook for the state of Georgia is expected to be at least 7% over the next few years. We have employers calling from different states all over the state of Georgia in search of qualified technologists, which is a good thing. Estimated salary for radiologic technology, according to the Georgia Department of Labor, is a median of $58,000 a year. Right now, Christian is flexing the chin so that he can get the occipital baseline perpendicular to the tabletop. And this projection is going to demonstrate the occipital region, and it's going to demonstrate the frontal region of the cranium. And this is very important in the event of any type of trauma to the head. We teach the students precise positioning and centering skills that will be necessary for optimum imaging. Our equipment is very comparable to the equipment that the students will work on in the clinical areas. We teach shielding, which is very important in order to keep the patients, staff, and the students safe with the radiation.
Today we're going to be talking to Mr. Mark Thorne, Director of Respiratory Program. Mr. Thorne, tell us more about your program.
Thank you. Columbus Technical College has an associate degree in respiratory therapy. This is a degree program. Our students can finish this entire program within 2 years. Once our students graduate, they're certainly eligible to take the National Credentialing Board, which allows them to practice respiratory therapist. Our program is accredited. The actual program itself, we have classroom where students learn in the classroom as far as lecture. We have a lot of time in the lab, like one of our labs that we're And today, we have a lot of clinical time, so our students get a lot of first hands-on experience dealing with respiratory therapy. And so some of the diseases that respiratory therapists treat, or some of y'all probably know a lot of these: asthma, bronchitis, pneumonia, emphysema, COPD. And so our respiratory therapist students will work with patients in the program, actually when they're doing their clinicals. So they learn the skills needed for a respiratory therapist. And we certainly learn about ventilators. And so patients that may have difficulty breathing, not able to breathe on their own, they may have to go on a mechanical ventilator. Once they're on the ventilator, respiratory therapist is the one that manages that. And so today we're in the lab with a current respiratory therapy student, and she is actually performing, she's done a patient assessment. So our students certainly learn patient assessment, learning respiratory rate, normal blood pressure, vital signs, heart rate, breath sounds. And once we've done our initial assessment of the vital signs, she's actually going to be performing what we call a small volume nebulizer treatment. So we perform this to give medication to our patients that are having breathing problems. So the medication goes directly to the lungs. And so a lot of our patients with any of the respiratory diseases that I mentioned need breathing treatments. They breathe the medication, it goes right to the lungs. And then once a patient has to go on a ventilator, we help manage that, and we help wean them to get, as they get better, to get them off the ventilator. Respiratory therapist is a high demand job. According to the Department of Labor, this job is expected to grow 23% between now and the year 2030. The mean salary for a respiratory therapist right now is over $62,000. So again, that's an associate degree in respiratory therapy, making over $60,000 as a respiratory therapist. These students will also, once you have an associate degree, you do not have to go back and get another degree. We do encourage, further education, but the associate degree is a minimum requirement. Respiratory therapists, they work in hospitals, the majority, but they also have an opportunity to work in physician's office, pulmonologist's office. They do home health, where they actually go to the patient's home. And so there is several places that a respiratory therapist can work.
Hello, my name is Justin Wheeler, and I'm here with Mr. Ronnie McBride, who is the Program Director of Welding. Mr. McBride, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Yeah, what's going on behind me here is some students in the oxy-fuel cutting class. They learn how to use hand torches, track torches, and some plasma cutters. And this guy right here is working on a project that will actually match to a jig. This is a typical class day. This class has about 15 or so in it. They're cutting out carbon steel that's about a 1/4 inch thick, and they'll do some aluminum and some stainless steel also. We have 5 certificates of completion that you don't have to go to academics for, like Englishes and maths, and we have a diploma that lasts about 1.5 years. You have to take English, a math, and an EMP, which is a lower level psychology, I think. We also have an option to get an associate's degree at the end, adding some classes to the diploma. There's a wide variety of jobs, fabrication, and there's some places around hiring the students from about $12 to $15 an hour in our area starting out.
Hello, my name is Justin. I'm here with Mr. Craig Oldenburg, who is the Program Director of Air Conditioning Technology. Mr. Oldenburg, can you tell us a little bit about your program?
Sure can. Here in Air Conditioning Technology, what we do is we typically find students that are either trying to transition into a new job or trying to enhance the skills they already have to go further in the job that they're in. We can take students who have no fundamental knowledge of air conditioning and start out at the bottom and work their way up to a place where they can go out into the industry and work for another company and potentially start their own company in the future. The program typically lasts, if you come during the day, approximately 1 year to 1.5 years, depending on how many classes you take. In the evening classes, they're offered 2 nights a week. It typically takes about 2 to 2.5 years to complete those because there's only 2 nights a week. The outlook is really, really good for this program. Job opportunities are great. They start, anywhere from $14 an hour typically to $20 to $22 an hour, depending on where you go to work at. Great advancement opportunities, and like I said, you can always start your own business later on. So we have plenty of companies out here that are trying to hire, and we have so many jobs that we have a hard time filling them. So it's really a great opportunity for anybody who's looking to start a career in air conditioning or to increase what they've already done and try to go a little bit further. All right, so the students that are working on this right now are recovering. They've already recovered the refrigerant out of the system, and they are pulling a vacuum on the system, and they're about to recharge the system. So what they're doing right now is getting ready to remove the vacuum pump and then recharge the system with R22 refrigerant.
Hello, my name is Justin Wheeler, and I'm here with Mr. Alan Ashmore, who is the Program Director of Automotive Technology. Mr. Ashmore, can you tell us a little bit about your program, please?
Yes, thank you, Justin. Here in the Automotive Technology Department, we actually have 7 certificates, 2 diplomas, and 1 degree. We literally go from one end of the vehicle to the other. Job market, very high growth. A lot of technicians, older technicians, they're retiring, so we really need to replace them with some good quality technicians. And that's what you'll get here at Columbus Tech. What we got back here, we have Mr. Cook. He's showing these students right here how to use a scan tool using critical thinking knowledge, just so we want to get the job right the first time. What we have over here is Mr. Belk is going over this light-duty diesel engine right here, which is one of our certificates that we do have here. Another growing market for this area. One thing I do want to mention is the salary. Typical salaries can start around $30,000, and they can really go as high as in the 80s and 90,000 range. So again, very good opportunity. One thing about it, you will always have a job because vehicles will always be around.
I'm going to back up and get to your sensor. So good. And that
I'm here with Mr. Gordon Unrein, who is the Program Director of Carpentry and Cabinet Making. Mr. Unrein, will you mind just telling us a little bit about your program?
Yeah, we've been doing construction for quite a while. We do carpentry right here. We do cabinet making. We start them out from ground zero. We have high school students all the way up to guys that came out of the Army. We teach them. Our course is about 1 year long, 4 semesters, and they learn everything from the foundation all the way to the roof, and they learn how to put doors and windows, all the stuff you need to build a house. And when it comes to what they're doing right now, they're building a building to code. Everything we do here will be as the state code, federal code, whatever the code where that municipality is. And these individuals right here, they're probably at stage 4 right now, where we're in the middle of the building, and we have different stages. Stage 4 is the roof is getting to go up, the frame of the house is up, and they're cutting up all the rafters. They're placing the rafters, which is probably the second hardest thing to do in construction when it comes to building a building. And these individuals, they come quite a ways. We have high school students, we have military individuals. All of them are doing really well. And when they get done, they'll be able to walk out of here, and they'll be able to probably get a job between $34,000 and $48,000 a year with any kind of company that they have. We're moved over to the cabinet making shop now. This is where we learn how to build cabinets like what's in your house in the kitchen, and we build build-ins. We learn how to put them in angles. And these individuals right here, again, we have all ages and we have all backgrounds. They come in here. Some of them are military, some of them are high school, and they start out with a piece of wood and they build a cabinet and they work together. When they get done, they either get to keep it or they move forward. We build dressers, we build tables, everything that you need to go in a house. This is what we do right here. This course here is about a year long also, and it runs between $34,000 and around $52,000 a year, depending on where you're going to be in Georgia or in other parts of the state. But we're pretty comprehensive. We get very particular, and when it comes to codes, we live by codes. If it has to be built by a code, then that's what we teach. And we build a lot of things here in Columbus. We build almost all the stuff here for the school on cabinets and rebuilding and repairing and stuff like that there. As I stated, it's a pretty comprehensive course, and we have a lot of people. We have a lot of people come to this part of the house. They like this.
And I'm here with Ryan Grimes, who is the barbering instructor here. Mr. Grimes, will you tell us a little bit about your barbering program?
Yes, sir. With the barbering program here at Columbus Tech, it is 4 semesters, which is equivalent to about a year and a half. And once you have graduated from the barbering program, you are able to go inside of another barbershop, or you're able to, with the skills level that you have obtained here, you're able to even open up your own barbershop as well. You can go from making hundreds of dollars to making thousands of dollars, just contingent upon the skill level that you have obtained while you are here at Columbus Technical College. As you can see, I do have 2 students behind me. We have them here just doing some mannequin work since we don't have any live clients. So yes, with this barbering industry, like I said, you can make thousands of dollars just depending upon what you decide to do with it. This is a great industry to be a part of.
Hello, my name is Justin Wheeler, and I'm here with Miss Nina Hale, who is the Program Director of Aesthetics. Miss Hale, do you mind just telling us a little bit about your program, please?
Sure. Taking care of your skin is very important. Make sure you don't get the aging and things like that. So we have a lot of machines in this program. We have microdermabrasion machines, we have chemical peels, we have oxygen facials. So this program runs for a year, takes 3 semesters, so you finish the complete program in a year. So in this field, you can start out making a salary, or you can go into commission where you would make a part of the actual things that you do all day, depending on where you work. There are a lot of offices, doctor's offices, and things like that that hire estheticians as well. So you could start off at a dermatologist's office, and once you finish school, you can build on this. You can add a nursing license to it, and you can be a medical esthetician. So it's a wide field, and it's wide open for anybody out there. So I'm gonna go to my student who is doing a facial right now. We have a lot of men that come in, they get facials, they get back facials. Women, they get a lot of facials. We do services as well at the school, so anyone from the public can come out and get a service. So I'll explain, right now she's doing a male facial. We do back facials as well, like I said. She's cleansing. Right now she is cleansing the face. Then she's gonna do a facial massage. Then she's gonna do a mask.
I'm here with Mr. Kenyon Molly, who is the Program Director of Advanced Manufacturing. Mr. Molly, do you mind telling us a little bit about your program?
Sure. Like you said, I'm Mr. Motley. I'm the current Program Director for Advanced Manufacturing, and I'll give you a brief overview. Advanced Manufacturing covers 3D printing, CNC machining, manual machining, tool and die work, and drafting. The job opportunities in the local area and just about anywhere in the whole country covers a large variety of manufacturing opportunities, from automotive to aerospace to clothing to entertainment, movie making, and also. Some of the salaries you can be looking for will start in the low 30s all the way to 6 figures depending on what you're doing. In the near future, 3D manufacturing and 3D printing will easily be a 6-figure job. A typical day at a work job running a CNC machine would involve a VMC like this, which will use rotating tools to cut intricate parts. Basically, a person would simply load a piece onto a fixture, and then they would actually check the offsets and make sure everything is correct. Simply close it, cycle start the machine. After the part is done running, then you actually check it to make sure it's in tolerance and it meets the specifications of the blueprint so the part can be sold for profit. These kind of machines, this is a small one, can make anything, and they make everything from a small cell phone parts to automotive parts, airplane parts, space shuttle parts. Anything that you can think of is pretty much made on a modern CNC machine.
I'm here with Ms. Sherilyn Edmondson, who is the Program Director of Cosmetology. Ms. Edmondson, do you mind telling us a little bit about your program, please?
Sure. Welcome to Columbus Tech Cosmetology Department. This program is a Master Cosmetology program, which is 5 semesters long, 55 credit hours. It's State Board license approved. Our students here learn on the mannequin and hands-on. We do services for the live public. The rate of pay for a master cosmetologist start at $25,000 to $30,000 for an entry-level cosmetologist, and based on the salons versus booth rent or commission. The average cosmetology after the first year can make up to over $50,000, which is great for coming out and wanting to be your own entrepreneur. The typical day here at Columbus Technical College is our live work. We do service the public, and our students learn on actual live clientele. They learn networking, they learn how to do customer service, they learned all the tricks and trade of the hair care industry. Right here, my student is working on a client, and she's doing hair color. The hair color prices starts at $20, so you can't beat that. Remember, starts at. Here, my student is working on a natural hair client. And here we have the Nail Technology program. It's a 2-semester course, 19 credit hours. Starting out, nail techs can start off at $20,000 to $25,000 a year. That's just beginner nail tech working in a nail tech salon. It is an entrepreneur type program where you can also open your own nail tech salon. It is state board approved license. We do manicures, pedicures, all type of acrylic nail, gel nail services, and we do service the public. We have 3 types of pedicures that we offer here. We also have day and evening classes available.
What's up? It's Jesse Ruffin, and today we're going to be talking to Mr. Hartman, Director of Networking and Computer Specialist. Mr. Hartman, tell us more about your program.
All right, we here in the CIS department, we do networking and computer support specialists. Those are our 2 main degree diploma programs. A new addition is cybersecurity. It is degree and diploma also. We also offer a number of embedded certificates. What these are certificates that you can get. They're shorter programs, but we call them embedded because they are inside the degree and diploma. So you usually get those automatically by getting the degree and diploma. We do have a few standalone certificates. For example, a new one is AWS, Amazon Web Services. That's a 4-class program. You can complete it very quickly, and it gets you ready for certification in Amazon Web Services. We also are starting Android mobile programming as part of our computer program degree diploma, which is another new program that's coming on board. We also do Apple Swift programming. That's new. Apple Swift is the language that most of your Apple apps are written in. We also are doing something called Full Stack Developer, which is another programming technology. We also are adding web design, which the cybersecurity instructor is also going to be in charge of that. So we have a wide range of computer disciplines. Our tuition is very, very affordable. We get you industry ready and work ready. We gear you toward the certifications that the industry requires and the industry provides. For example, A+ certification for computer hardware support, Microsoft certifications for server, Cisco certification for router and switching technology, and AWS, and we are moving into other areas for the certifications. But we try to gear this toward the student getting these industry certifications that the workforce requires as we move into the 21st century and we get more and more digitally oriented. The job outlook for computer science and computer information systems is very good right now. It's kind of interesting. The COVID-19 pandemic has required us to go more and more online, and IT people are required more and more to do things, and more companies are going toward online automated systems. So the job outlook is very, very good for these areas. AWS, for example, is very, very on trend right now. Salaries fluctuate from area to area, but I can tell you that like for an A+ certified technician, the salary can be in the 5 figures, $45,000 to $55,000 a year starting out. Some of the Microsoft and Cisco certifications, somebody can pull anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000, $120,000 a year. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that, but these are the salary outlooks that I've seen lately.